Big day. Big day, buddy. Welcome to another episode of Giuseppi Watches a Movie. Today we're going to start a new series, our Hallmark Christmas movie marathon. Well, I don't know if it's a marathon. I agreed to watch 3 of these things. But yeah, so here we go. Well, you can thank this on my supposedly biggest fan, Kelly, down in Florida. She is responsible for inflicting this on me. For those who don't know, Hallmark Christmas movies are those movies that are on like 8 channels that not just Hallmark, now they're everywhere. But they're basically, it's usually like small town girl who's moved away from the small town to start a successful career in a big city, ends up coming back to the small town for whatever reason, and then like discovers the magic of Christmas and love, and ends up giving up her successful life in the city to start all over fresh back in the small town. Now, some people might consider this being a failure. You went to a big city and then you failed, and so now you're back home. Some people might think that. And thank you, Hallmark, for romanticizing failure. Also, this makes me kind of afraid of small towns. Like, I'm afraid to even go visit a small town now. I might get sucked in. The spirit of Christmas might make me stay. It's like the Bermuda Triangle or something. It's like the Christmas Bermuda Triangle. Anyways, this is what these movies, every single one of these movies is about the same thing. But thank you, Kelly, for making me watch these. So anyways, I didn't know where to start. There's a plethora. I mean, you could probably watch these things all year round and never see the same one twice. So anyways, I almost basically I put it on shuffle. It was like I just like scrolled through cable and then stopped and found one. And the one I found was called Northern Lights of Christmas. So already, we're looking at a winner. So I start watching this movie, right? And right off the bat, it's about a lady pilot played by Ashley Williams, who I have to say was kind of good. I mean, I kind of liked her. I liked her. I liked her a lot. She's very charming. She's got bright eyes and a very big smile. And, it made watching the movie, a little bit easier. And in this one, just like I said, she's a pilot in Seattle, and she inherits a reindeer farm that she grew up on, and the guy who taught her to fly left it to her. So she goes back because she's going to sell it. She's going to sell this reindeer farm so she can buy a plane and start her own charter business.
Okay, so there's this movie called The Northern Lights of Christmas, and you watched it, and it's about like Christmas and holiday magic, and it's about a woman who flies and reindeer, but like the reindeer don't fly, so I don't really understand the movie at all.
And so she goes back and she goes to the farm and she gets all her wonderful memories back of all the time she spent there. And then there's like a guy who works on the farm who's kind of her curmudgeon, and he doesn't like her because she's going to sell his farm that he loves to work on. And there are reindeer on the farm, and so she like tries to win his trust by, allowing him to help pick the person who buys the farm to make sure they keep it the same way. You can imagine how that goes.
Like, if there's the magic of Christmas and there's like reindeer, I don't really understand. I mean, romance is, I guess, supposed to be magical, but like, Christmas has actual magic with actual flying reindeers. So, like, you have a pilot and you have reindeer. Like, obviously, they, like, should fly.
And so yeah, they start trying to make the farm attractive to buyers by making it all Christmassy, and then Mr. Curmudgeon Scrooge guy, starts like feeling the Christmas spirit. He's never done a Christmas tree before, but now he has, and he doesn't like flying, but she takes him flying, and they wrap presents, and they decide to throw a festival that they always have. And I mean, yeah, or so. I mean, I wasn't paying total attention, but they have the festival, and all the people come and they love it, and the spirit of Christmas gets in them, and she decides she's gonna take over the local airport, who conveniently enough, the guy is retiring, and then the other guy who works there, he's having a baby and he needs someone to help out. So she decides at the end, she's gonna lease his farm, and she's gonna stay in this small town, giving up her life in the Seattle, and she's gonna run her own charter company, which is what her dream was all along. And she falls in love with this guy who now can stay, and they're gonna be in love and run the reindeer farm as a bed and breakfast with their friends who always wanted to run a bed and breakfast. But
I don't think you were like paying that close attention, Giuseppe, to like watching this movie with a critical eye. Like, I get that like that lead lady is like super pretty and whatever, but like this movie like really missed an opportunity.
Stay tuned. I don't know which
Yeah.
what they're gonna be. Whatever. It was a Christmas movie, and it was all right. It was better than I thought, but it's just setting the bar. Anyways, it is what it is, and I got two more to watch. So stay tuned. I don't know what they're gonna be. I'm gonna flip through and see what I get. So yeah, Northern Lights of Christmas. Bye.
Keeping the ranch.